Hello, Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and today I am going to be taking you through a nice quick morning stretch routine. So something that we can do quickly in the morning time after we have been asleep for hopefully a load of hours, just to help waken us back up, bring some movement and energy back into our bodies. So if you have found this video, it is more than likely morning time, and we are probably still feeling a little bit stiff, a little bit tired. So we're going to start in a child's pose. So in your child's pose, taking that whichever way works for you. So we can have the knees close together. Maybe with it being the morning, it feels better to have the knees slightly wider apart. Walk the arms along and then relax the forehead down onto the mat. Just begin to find your breath here. Start to feel that stretch in through the body. And with this practice, we are going to be thinking about a lot of movement. So inviting a lot of movement through the body rather than holding static yoga poses. We'll take a few more nice deep breaths. And then we're going to start to round our backs and bring ourselves up and into our cow pose. So coming up onto hands and knees, maybe looking forward, maybe dropping the belly. And then as we exhale, we're going to send it back into our child's pose. So we're inhaling to bring it up, maybe looking forward into cow, let the belly drop, tailbone points up. And then we bring it back into child's pose. So just starting to get some movement in, so not worrying too much about how this looks. Think about the movement coming in through the body here, inviting lots of mobility into the spine, starting to allow our bodies to slowly wake up. The next time that we are up and in our cow pose, we're going to stop and we're going to flow through some cat-cow. So inhaling, we look forward, we roll the shoulders back, let the belly drop. And then as we exhale, we're tucking the chin into the chest, we're really pressing through the upper back. And then again, we inhale to look forward, tailbone points up. Exhale, we tuck the chin to the chest, round it under, really feel those shoulder blades separate at the back. And then we just continue in time with our own breath, inhaling forward and exhaling under. Once again, just allowing some movement to come into the spine. So our bodies are only wakening up. We're going to be gentle with our bodies, be kind, and just let the movement move us. So working with whatever feels good. We'll meet in tabletop with a nice neutral spine. And very simply, we're just going to start to circle the hips. So we're just going to bring some movement in through the hips. Think about drawing circles with the tailbone here. Maybe starting off quite small. And then maybe making them a little bit bigger. As the movement gets bigger and we start to waken up through our body, maybe we start to send the movement a little bit further up the spine, maybe into the shoulders, maybe into the head. And just making these big circles. Again, don't worry about how this looks. Worry more about how this feels. Let's come back to neutral. We'll take it the other way. So just starting with some nice small circles. Circling the hips around. Again, think about drawing circles with the tailbone here. Maybe starting to make that movement a little bit bigger. And then allowing that movement to travel up through the lower back, up through the spine. Starting to move through the back, starting to get the shoulders involved, starting to get the head involved. And just allowing this nice organic movement, just moving in a way that our body wants to move after what was hopefully hours of sleep. And then we'll just come back to neutral. So we're back in our tabletop. We'll start inviting some blood down into the lower body. We're just going to take our left leg, reach it away, tuck the toes under, maybe find a little rock forwards and backwards here. So starting to stretch out through the hamstrings. Also bringing some movement in through the ankle joints, in through the wrist joints. Coming back to stillness. If we're feeling strong enough, maybe we lift that left leg and we're going to cross it over towards the right hand side. So it comes over the leg that's on the floor. We're going to drop the toes down and then we're going to start to turn to look over the right shoulder. So almost like we're trying to look back towards that foot. We're going to feel a nice big stretch in through the left hand side of the body, coming all the way from the left hip right up through the rib cage, through the side of the torso. Let's bring our gaze back to center. Let's lift that leg, bring it across and through center, and then drop it down to the floor. And we do the same thing on the other side. So this time, right leg stretches out nice and long. We tuck the toes underneath, and we just find a little rock forwards and backwards here. Again, just starting to waken up through the back of the leg. Again, wakening up the wrists, the ankles, getting that blood moving through the lower half of the body. We can come back to stillness, and if we're feeling good, if we're feeling strong, we can lift that leg. And then we're going to send it off towards the left hand side. So bringing it as far towards the left as it wants to come. We're going to drop it down, tuck the toe under, and just like before, we're going to turn our gaze to look over the left shoulder, looking back towards our toes. So again, bringing this nice side stretch in through the right hand side of the body. Breathing nice and deeply. Enjoying this movement, being kind to our body. And then we bring our gaze back through center. We lift the leg, bring it across, and then drop it down to the mat. And we're going to walk the hands back towards our knees, coming into a kneeling position on our mats. Coming into this kneeling position, we're going to interlink the fingers in front of us. We're going to stretch the hands away, and then only if we can, we're going to lift the hands up towards the sky. So a nice big stretch for the arms. If interlinking the fingers isn't working for you, that's absolutely fine. We can just have hold of each hand and lift the hands up high. We're breathing nice and deeply here. We're thinking about bringing the arms alongside the ears. Inhale to reach nice and tall. Exhale, calmly send it off towards the right hand side. Maybe we look up towards the sky. Breathing deeply. Let's come back through center. Keep the hands there if we can. Inhale to find that length. Exhale, take it off towards the left hand side. Maybe we're looking up towards the sky. Sticking with the breath here. Coming back to center. Drop the arms down. Let the hands come wherever they naturally fall, maybe onto the sides, maybe onto the knees. We're going to tuck the chin in towards the chest and just find a few little half neck circles here. So just rolling one ear to one shoulder, coming back down through center, across to the other side. And just taking your time here. Taking your time to work out any little kinks or knots in the neck. The The next time we have the chin in towards the chest, we're going to stop. We're going to lift the gaze. If the eyes are not closed, allow your eyes to close. Allow your shoulders to soften, all the muscles in your face to soften. And just find your breath here. Sending yourself a little bit of thanks, a little bit of gratitude for stepping onto your mat. Sometimes it can be the last thing we want to do, especially in the morning if our bodies are feeling tight or tired or sore. So just sending yourself thanks for taking this time for you. Taking a few deep breaths. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Namaste.